plan for a vacation, random stuff always happens. Like this one time when I was in Mexico, we were going to go to this island that's out in front of the house. And there were no boats left going to the island, but there was one going deep sea fishing. So we were like, okay, why not? It was like a little boat. And so 4 of us went deep sea fishing, and we ended up in a pod of about 30 or 40 whales. So that was really cool. And it just kind of happened, and it was fun. And then another time when we were in Mexico, a different trip, we were going to a restaurant that we usually go to. It's one of like our favorites. And we made a wrong turn on the way. And me and my friend Haley that I travel with a lot saw this little place on the side of the road. And like it's literally on the road, like we were in Mexico, so it was kind of sketchy. But the food looked really good. So we convinced everyone to eat there. And it's now one of our favorite places. But we have to just find it every time we go there because it's always in a different spot since it's just kind of set up in the road. Which brings me to another thing you can learn, which is communication. Every time we go to find this restaurant, we have to ask people where it's at. And when you're in a different place, especially a different country, it can be really hard to communicate with people because they don't always speak the same language as you. So you have to like be creative, like use Google Translate if you have that, or look stuff up, or use weird hand gestures. And you also learn a lot of patience, mainly because of the language barrier, because you don't really have like a way to talk to people, and it can be really frustrating. I don't know about you guys, but I really hate history class. It's one of the worst classes that I have to take because I've never seen these places. I don't really know a lot about them, and just reading stories isn't that exciting. But when you actually get to see the place and be in the area where like something happened or there was like a big historical moment, it makes it a lot more memorable and easy to learn about. For example, I can't remember like something I learned from last month in history class, but 2 years ago I went to Germany and I got to see the Berlin Wall, and I went to a couple different concentration camps, and it was really easy for me to learn about it because I was actually there seeing it, and I remember a lot of the things that I learned from that trip. Another reason why I believe that everyone should travel is because you learn a lot about different cultures, especially if you go to different countries. We tend to assume that everyone lives the same way that we do, but that's not true at all. Even just going to like Mexico and like Canada, things are really different, and it's eye-opening to see that for yourself instead of just hearing people say that, because we tend not to believe that. This is some pictures from a couple trips when I was in Mexico. These two were from the most recent trip, and those are from different trips. That was from my trip to Germany a couple years ago. These were from a cruise that I went on to Alaska. And those are just some random pictures of other trips that I've been on. So I hope this has persuaded everyone that they should travel and go to different